Hey everyone, Captain Burguy here. I am here today to tell you about the deadliest places in all of hardcore classic World of Warcraft. Just in general, the certain amount of deaths which I see whenever I put some precious time in classic hardcore is wild, and I must say, it's you see them constantly. And I'm even playing on the Horde on the EU server, which is like a little less populated than the Alliance one. But it's like every 2 or 3, probably like at least every 5 minutes you see like another guy die. And it's wild. A lot of people are dying, which also means like, come on, when is this gonna stop? For example, I saw a guy yesterday called Attempt 12. I even made a small video about that. It's pretty funny, but yeah. But this also means that this video is based on the point of view as a hoarder, right? But you might actually have some ideas and clues of what to expect, right? Do you have like some ideas of what you expected or what people die from? Please throw it in the comments. I would love to see that before I tell you what I've observed at least. But yeah. But who knows? You might have been paying just as much attention as I have. And hey, you might have some great ideas to which potentially could actually be the deadliest areas / mobs to fight against. Who knows? Maybe some would say that the Northmen watch in Rashid, or maybe even the Harpies in Durotar, because it's like some of the first like aggressive mobs you really experience, or maybe the Harpies in the Crossroads, since they're like also invincible and stuff like that. And to be fair, don't misunderstand me, there is a lot of deaths there. But hey, what about maybe Quill Bulls, right? Quite a lot of those small satanic pecks you have to fight, but it's not that either. To be fair, I would like to point out that sometimes you do see people dying by like the Geomancers and the Barons, since they hit like super fucking hard with the fireballs. But it is not in top 3, at least in my opinion and what I've observed. I personally love to keep an eye on the kill counter and follow all the deaths, which is happening and how people die and where exactly. Because it always feels like you can kind of get an idea of what they went through and how they fucked up. And that's very funny for me. But okay, I will give you my number 3. Number 3, the god-forsaken Murlocs in Tearsfall Glades. Those small fuckers are really compact. Like the compact of the mobs, and for some reason people just don't respect it, and especially because also they run when they have like a low amount of health points, right? They run to get some fucking help, plus some of them even heal themselves, which is like a fucking nightmare to fight when you're level 7 warrior. What are you gonna do against an oracle? I don't know, man. But dying to a Murloc is really funny to watch and observe in the kill feed. I love that. Please do continue to do that. I love it. But to be fair, right, I think when it comes to Murlocs, it's always been like a hate-love relationship, right? And to be fair, I think there might be a shadow spot with the Murlocs, or at least like a number 4, even though this is like a top 3 small thing, right? But the Colker Stompers in the Barrens, for some reason, people just keep dying from those horses. And I don't know if it's because people don't look up when she puts out a literal storm above your head, or if it's because people are straight up AFK just waiting for the mushrooms to respawn. Jesus, what a fucking wait, am I right? I hated that quest. That took me a long time to do. Okay, but that starts things pretty heavy, right? But imagine this. This is one that this guy's not even in the first place. But goddamn does he make people suffer and waste a bunch of time, right? It is our number 2. It's the mighty, good old son of Aragorn. It's crazy how in even 2023 people don't respect the lead 'em up patrolling Silverpine Forest, right? I remember leveling there, and I must say I was literally stressed out all the time, just by the point of knowing that I was in the same sort of area where he was. And I don't want to die to that werewolf. Jesus. But like throughout the day, let's just say, this wonderful werewolf is definitely fed, kept nice and comfy. He's definitely never starving, because he fucking takes a lot of... He takes a lot of people with him. Jesus. Okay, so what about the grand final, right? What kills the absolute most people on the hardcore EU Horde side of players? Well, let's start off with our good old best friend Fro. He has this absolutely amazing quest line where you have to find the lieutenants in Sigma. The quest is called Hidden Enemies. And as many fanboys, they do and follow all our war chiefs' quests and demands, right? So you venture out to this godforsaken cave in the top east of Durita. Even though everybody knows not to enter fucking caves in hardcore, you enter that cave, and you expect that you're not like everybody else. This is gonna be fine, and I'll get the quests done, and I'll even get the chain quest for Ragefire Chasms, right? That's what you want. An extra dungeon quest. Fuck yeah. Woo! But no. What will happen is, first of all, those mobs respawn quickly, and while you're in there fighting your way through this burning blade cultist, you're gonna also, walk upon a guy called Jesus, and you want to kill this guy also because he has an even extra quest. And the experience is good, everybody's loving it, and it feels good. And to be fair, he's actually also a very decent contributor to the death counter. I love to see people dying by Jesus. But a lot of people meet their demise with this guy. But he is not your real enemy in this godforsaken cave, okay? The real threat of the Horde in hardcore classic era is our number 3. The fucking Void Walkers spawned by the Warlocks in the cave. And for some reason, they have like a huge amount of health points, just like a normal Warlock's a Void Walker. And which literally means every time you pull one mob, you will always have 2 mobs on you in that mob pool. And people fucking die. So yeah, currently, the biggest issue that the Horde has, and the biggest place where people really die, is a Void Walker. I promise you, at least I'll say like 1 an hour is a Void Walker. All the time, people die to that. So yeah, guys, please fucking stop trying to get an extra Ragefire Chasm quest. It is simply not fucking worth it. Only if you're a warlock yourself, then please go and venture into the cave and meet your demise. It means more loot for me in the long run. And thank you for that. Okay, but that's my little observation of mine. And I would like to thank you guys for tuning in. And if you'd like to see my small adventures live on stream, I am trying to stream all the time I can. And my Warlock is only getting played on when I stream. So please go and check me out. I would love that. Twitch.tv/CaptainBurgGuy. Thank you for listening and have a great night.